WrestleMania is indeed the grandest stage of them all.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
Champions are crowned, rivalries finished, moments made that will live forever. But what happens the night after can change everything. The Raw after WrestleMania is a night for history-making debuts. Overwhelming reactions. And once-in-a-lifetime showdowns that change the course of the WWE Universe.
We're just getting started. What a night it's gonna be.
It's also a night for monumental returns.
Rusev is back! They somehow make a lot of noise!
Tonight will be no different as we see the long-awaited return of the Archetype, thrust right back into the championship spotlight.
The Archetype wants a shot at my client's championship? This is going to be the shortest comeback in WWE history.
The Archetype returns tonight on the Raw after Mania.
There you are. I've been looking for you all day.
They've been keeping me busy. Had to shoot all new matchup graphics, promotional shots. My hand feels like it's about to fall off after signing about 1,000 8x10s.
It's tough being the Archetype.
Honestly, it's nice being the Archetype. I missed it.
You were gone for like 2+ years.
Enough time to realize Hollywood wasn't for me. I'm putting the whole acting thing on hold for now. WWE is where I'm meant to be. That other stuff can wait.
Well, that's all good to hear. Not an easy first match back tonight, though, against our champion. If it were up to me, I would have given you a warm-up. I'm pulling for you. But Bron Breakker, he's the real deal.
I know I was out, but I didn't stop watching the product. I've seen Bron's matches, and I know what he can do.
Seeing him on TV is one thing. Facing him in the ring is another, especially with Heyman in his corner. But look, I know you're up first tonight, so I'm sure you want to go get ready for your match. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Pierce.
Wow, what's it been? 10, 12 years?
Something like that. Good to see you, Punk. You've been on quite the run since you came back to WWE.
Thanks, and now it's your turn. I saw they put you right back in the title picture against Bron Breakker and my old buddy Heyman. Must be nice. Took me over a year after I returned to even sniff a title shot.
Well, different situations. Unlike you, I wasn't sitting at home for 10 years watching hockey with my dog.
It wasn't just hockey. We also found time to watch that movie you starred in as, what was it? Cop number 6?
It was actually Cop with Mustache.
In any event, I have a feeling you'll pick up right where you left off. Once that Archetype music hits and they see you out there with your old familiar look, they'll be chanting your name and you'll be more than ready to take care of business.
Why change what always worked, right?
Change can be good. Not saying you need to start a mutiny or anything, but at the same time, you don't want to rely on old habits too much.
Got it. You know I'm not one of your NXT kids, right? I can handle this.
Yeah. Good luck out there. And if you win, I'll be waiting for a title shot.
I gotta ask, are you sure?
Good to see you too, Paul. Am I sure about what?
Any of this. We all know it's not gonna turn out well when you face my client, the reigning, undisputed WWE Champion, Bron Breakker. A lot's changed since you left WWE. Let's be real. I'm not sure you even belong here anymore. So do yourself a favor. Turn around, pack up your stuff, and go home. Because I'm telling you, promising you, this is the beginning of the end.
A lot has changed, Paul. Hell, you're on your 3rd client since I left. But here's the thing. I'm not going anywhere. I do belong here. And you'll realize that when I defeat your latest Paul Heyman guy tonight.
Things could have been so much different between you and me. You could have been my Paul Heyman guy, my champion. But you turned down my offer. For what? To have a one-line cameo in some garbage action sequel where you're the first schmuck to die? You were never going to be the next Rock, the next Batista, the next John Cena. So, was it worth it? Giving up the opportunity to work with the greatest mind in the business while you sat on the sidelines watching the industry pass you by?
I think everything happens for a reason.
Oh, I agree. And what's going to happen tonight is your comeback will be the shortest of all time. And the reason will be Bron Breakker. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Come back, kid. Prodigal son. Yeah, look at you. Rolling up in here like royalty.
Jacob Fatu. Congrats on the big title win last night. Of all the people I've seen come into WWE while I've been gone, I don't think anyone else has made the impression you have.
Nobody has. Because when God made me, he broke the damn mold. I'm all gas, no brakes with it. That's why I brought this Intercontinental Championship home to the family last night at Mania.
When I won the IC title, that lit the rocket under my career.
Must still be burning if they handed you a title match just for clocking in, huh? I won this, but everybody's talking to me about, oh, Fatu, you see the Archetype is back? Fatu, you see he's making a comeback against Bron for the WWE title? Fatu, you think he's gonna win?
Well, do you?
It don't matter if you win, it don't matter if you lose. Bron and Wiseman might have that WWE title on lock on Raw, but everybody know who runs shop on SmackDown.
Let me guess. You?
You're quick. Sooner or later, you're gonna try to take what's mine. And you know what's gonna happen when you do?
I'm gonna win the WWE title later tonight, so I guess we won't find out. Until you step up to the big boy belt.
Oh, we ever get in that ring? I'ma dog walk your ass back into retirement.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Championship. It's the Archetype ready to make his long-awaited return.
I've been in his shoes before. You've had a long layoff and now you're back in the spotlight. It's sink or swim time here for the Archetype.
Let's be honest, I think the challenger is swimming against a strong current. Hell, even a riptide in the form of WWE Champion Bron Breakker. This has the potential to go sideways real fast.
It's time to find out if the Archetype is ready for this moment.
The WWE Champion, Bron Breakker, is here.
Measurables aside, there's one intangible that Breakker has that the Archetype does not. Paul Heyman.
You can't put a value on what Heyman brings to the table. I'd be surprised if Bron will need any help here tonight, but if he gets caught off guard, he has that fail-safe. The Archetype has no answer for that. Let's see if the champion will break the spirit of the Archetype.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 228 pounds, Gary Ray! And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Bron Breakker!
The unification of the World Championship and WWE Championship in 2002 brought us the undisputed title.
The one title to rule them all. You still think the Archetype is swimming upstream, Wayne?
He looks great, but he better stay focused here.
Look out.
Breakensteiner from the top rope.
Like I was saying, and the Archetype may be hurt.
Here we go.
Spear! Breakker nails the spear!
That's gotta be it.
Bron Breakker has successfully defended his WWE Championship, turning back the Archetype with relative ease.
This wasn't the comeback the Archetype had hoped for, to say the least. And now he's going to be asking himself a lot of hard questions.
Bron's about to put an exclamation point on his WrestleMania weekend.
The Archetype just hit the floor with a sickening thud.
Well, if it wasn't clear already, it's officially a new era in WWE. The Archetype is a thing of the past, and Bron Breakker reigns supreme.
I'm not sure how the Archetype is going to regroup from this.
He might not regroup at all.
We are now joined by a former champion who made their long-awaited return tonight, the Archetype. Let's open up the floor to questions. Let's start off in the front row.
Thank you. Marcus Brown from the Wrestling Spectator. I wanted to know how you're feeling after that match.
I just limped in here with an ice pack, so what do you think? Ask better questions.
Okay, next up, third from the back.
Hi, Robin Ray from the Women Who Fight podcast. Have you had a chance to check out the reaction on social media?
I've been in the trainer's room for the past 2 hours, so no, I haven't. Why? What's going on?
You're currently the #1 trending topic worldwide.
Oh, here we go.
One post reads, and I quote, "The Archetype is like a fast food burrito. You haven't tried it in a while, so it sounds like a good idea, but it's a sloppy mess, leaves you feeling unfulfilled, and then exits in a hurry."
Look, I'll be the first to admit I didn't perform up to my standards tonight. Am I disappointed? Of course. But I'm not going to let one bad match define me.
We have time for one more question. Robert, you were next.
Thanks. Robert Inkin, Sports Coverage Daily. With how your night turned out, are you going to continue your comeback? Or was this just a one-time appearance and you'll be headed back to Hollywood?
I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing, so I'm glad you asked that. Here's my response. I will not give up that easily. All that negativity, it's fuel. I am going to use every negative post, every negative comment from the crowd, the locker room, the media. I will use all of that negativity to fuel my comeback. I will train harder than I have ever trained before. I'll be the first to show up and the last to leave. I refuse to go out like this. I refuse to let my fans down. I refuse to let myself down. So I'm going to take a step back, reassess. And the next time you see me, the real Archetype will be back. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Archetype.
Trying to remember who you used to be? Or wondering if you'll ever get back?
A little bit of both, maybe.
The place looks nicer than I remember.
We've made some upgrades. A lot's changed since the last time you were here.
Don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, I saw your comeback match. I saw the press conference, too. That could have gone a whole different way. But you showed up, took it on the chin, didn't point fingers. Didn't play the victim.
I got beat. There's no hiding from that. But hey, everybody loves a comeback story. Just, usually they don't start with a viral meme of you eating canvas.
Well, then you've come to the right place. You know, everybody talks about my big comeback in 2002 like it started at SummerSlam. But the match? That was the easy part. What they didn't see is the months of grind that came before it. The quiet work, the doubt, the pain. You ready for that? Because there aren't any Hollywood stuntmen who can do the hard part for you.
Good. I'm tired of watching them have all the fun. And when the camera's cut, the only thing that matters is what's real. And there's nothing more real than this.
Glad to hear it. We've got a bunch of hungry talent here dying to test themselves against someone like you. You'll push them. They'll push you harder. You've got the run of the place. Talk to me or Justine when you want to set up a match.
Thanks. I will.
Oh, almost forgot. There's a little gift waiting for you in the locker room. Courtesy of Paul Heyman and Bron Breakker.
Is it in a flaming paper bag?
No, but it might as well be.
All right.
You find your gift?
Yeah. Shovel. Bow on the handle. Real thoughtful. Pretty sure they think they already buried me.
Interesting. I assume they sent it to you so you could dig your own grave. Both work. Look, don't let Heyman get under your skin. Toss it out and forget about it.
Throw it out? Nah, I'm gonna use it to dig my way out. Besides, I'll need something to help me haul this giant chip on my shoulder.
Sounds like they made a mistake and poked the bear. You want to get into the ring and show us what happens when the bear wakes up?
What do you got for me?
Well, look what the cat dragged in. You get too lonely sitting around in that movie trailer? Needed a reminder of what a real fight feels like?
Something like that, Justine.
Hey, I get it. This place has a way of sticking in your blood.
Says the woman who cashed in her second act by powerbombing her own niece into a legacy feud.
Hey, she swung first. I just swung smarter.
And how'd that end up working out for you?
Yeah. You want in on a training match or what?
What do you got?
You've been looking good out there. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you actually knew what you were doing.
I'm getting there. Now I just need to learn how to use it, not just chase it.
It's different coming back, isn't it? Before it was all instinct. Now it's heart. Let's see how that holds up when the lights get brighter. We've got a kid we just re-signed. Had a little run in NXT a few years ago. Hector Flores. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think so. Hard-working, high flyer, never got the attention he should have. Probably because he didn't play the hype game.
That's the one. Look, you've had solid reps with the trainees, but Hector's got real experience, and he's hungry.
Nothing to lose and everything to prove. That's a tough mix.
Exactly. And I think you're ready. But what do you think? Want to take on Hector, or would you rather Justine set you up with a few more matches to keep getting your feet under you?
Let's do it. I've had enough warm-ups. It's time to test myself for real.
Good call. Be ready. I'm sure Hector will be. That was a strong showing. Clean win, solid ring work. Exactly the kind of step forward we were hoping to see.
Thanks.
And sir, I have to say, getting a chance to get into the ring with you was a dream. When I was grinding on the indies, I used to watch your matches to stay motivated.
Hey, if watching me helped keep you going, that means I was doing something right.
You were. And from what I just saw, you still are. There's no doubt you're ready to take it to the next step and head back to...
No, he's not.
Excuse me?
No disrespect. You beat me. No excuses. But I've been where you are, trying to find my footing after the spotlight moves on. And I'm telling you, it takes more than just a few wins in here to get it back.
Okay. You officially have my attention, Flores. If you see something I'm missing, I want to hear it. So, what do you propose?
Get out of the PC bubble. Take a few matches on the indies, wrestle in places where the canvas is ripped, the pay's bad, and the crowd wants to see you fail. Learn somewhere people aren't trying to protect you.
Hey, we prepare, not protect.
When's the class on putting someone through a flaming table?
Fair point.
Here, you learn how to control a match. On the indie circuit, you learn what to do when you've lost control. The indies don't care who you were. They teach you who you are.
He makes a compelling argument.
Yeah. It might ruffle some feathers in the office, but I'll allow it.
I don't think I need your permission, Sean.
Maybe not, but you do need someone out there to watch your back. Take Hector with you, and try not to lose yourself out there.
I'm not trying to lose myself. I'm trying to find myself. Okay, you're the indie tour guide, so where to first?
LAW. Gritty little outfit forgotten in a glamorous city. It's where I cut my teeth after I left WWE. It's a special place to me. And they will absolutely love having you. Especially if you fall flat on your face.
I'll make sure to win then.
It's not just that. Right now, you're still walking around in the same old gear, using the same entrance, music, moves, like you're trying to remind everyone who you used to be. Who are you now? Are you even the archetype anymore? Does your gear represent who you are? You said you want to evolve, so evolve.
People don't need to see who I was. They need to see what's next.
Exactly. Make sure when you step into the ring at LAW, you're not who you were. You're who you want to be. I'll go set up your first match at LAW. I've got the perfect opponent. Also, as soon as you're out of earshot, I'm gonna call my mom and tell her about how I get to hit the road with the Archetype. Or the former Archetype. Either way, this is gonna be good.
Archetype? Geneva Rose.
Yeah, I know who you are, Geneva.
Great. Then you already know what TBD can offer that these other rinky-dink operations cannot.
A front row seat to another public feud between the promotion's two founders?
Funny. Cap and I have buried the hatchet. These days, we're focused on building something that actually lasts. And I think you could be a part of that. Fresh look, fresh matches, fresh buzz. I can make sure the spotlight finds you again. The right way.
And the fact it'd probably sell a bunch of tickets?
A full house never hurts. And hey, I never claimed to run a charity.
Of course not. There's no money in it.
Exactly. So, how about I set something up for you?
What are you thinking?
You know, I didn't believe it until I saw you with my own eyes. The Archetype. Standing in a building where the bathrooms don't have doors.
Gotta stay grounded somehow.
I'm Baron Blade. I run BCW. We're not fancy, but we're loud, we're loyal, and we've been known to get a little wild. Word around the locker room is that you're out here trying to see if the old machine still runs in a new world.
After the way Bron Breakker ran me over? Felt like I didn't even have the keys to the engine anymore.
Exactly. That's why you need to be at BCW. No smoke, no mirrors, just the bell, the crowd, and whatever you've got left in the tank. Look, LAW wants nostalgia, TBD wants marketing. BCW, we want to fight. If that sounds like your kind of place, I've got room on the next card. Want me to set something up?
What exactly are you thinking?
You really found a new home out here on the Indies. Should I pencil you in to headline our next WrestleMania weekend show?
You know this is all still a stepping stone. I intend to be on the actual WrestleMania next year.
I hear you. So, how about you take the next step? TBD Championship. Got your attention?
The chance to compete for some real hardware? Yeah, you do.
Good. Because I'm not booking you in any more keep busy matches. Talk to Hector and Baron if you're desperate to continue the grind. But if I'm going to book you at TBD, it's going to be for the title. Our current champ, Slade, has been holding onto the belt for a while now. I haven't been able to find anyone who could give him a real challenge. That's where you come in.
Slade's gonna have to look for a new accessory to wear. Let's do it.
Great! I'll set it up. Good luck. You've earned your shot.
Thanks. I've learned a lot out here. Every match and every crowd has meant something. Now we'll see if I can turn that into something bigger.
I didn't come all the way here to celebrate with an old friend. I came here to tell you that you're not going to be able to hold on to that TBD championship. Because you're coming back to WWE. And you won't be alone. Hector, you're coming with them. I cannot wait to see both of you guys competing on NXT.
NXT, not Raw?
Look, I'm not here as a GM. I'm here as your friend. I wanted to be the one to tell you that we've all seen the work you've been doing.
So you're sending me back to developmental?
You and I both know this comeback is not just about getting back in the title picture. It's about giving back to the business. That's what you've been doing, and you can continue that at NXT. You won't just be helping them, you'll be helping yourself. And it's the right way to get back to where you want to be.
You're right. This wasn't about getting something. It was about earning it. Being out here on the Indies reminded me of why I do this. TBD! You gave me a place to test myself and to grow. And I'm proud to hold this title, even if it's just for tonight. Some people looked at this run as a step down, but for me, it was a step forward. So, to the NXT locker room, you're officially on notice. We're coming.
Unbelievable. I hand you a main event, a title shot, and the biggest spotlight TBD's got, and this is how you repay me? You bounce? Did I miss the part where TBD became a revolving door?
We talked about this. I told you I was ready to head back to WWE.
You are so funny when you feel guilty. Relax. I'm just messing with you.
You really had me going there.
I already planned a big tournament to crown a new champ. I was hoping to convince Hector here to join, but...
Sorry. Not really sorry.
Yeah. Both of you on to bigger and better things. But if you tell anyone I said NXT was bigger and better, I will find you.
You are a scary woman.
Just promise me one thing. When you win that shiny WWE title, and you're standing on the ropes, and the crowd is cheering, take a moment to really soak it in. Then make sure you tell the world none of it was possible without TBD wrestling in Geneva Rose.
Of course. I will.
Welcome to NXT. I'm sure you'll waste no time proving to everyone that you're still the same archetype they remember.
No disrespect, but I'm aiming higher than that.
That's what I like to hear. After you left the PC, I wasn't sure if anything come from that indie run, but winning the TBD championship? That showed you're digging deeper, finding levels most people didn't think were still there. And that's not just good for you. It's good for every young superstar you're going to be competing against.
I'm mainly here to climb back up the ranks the right way. But if that lights a fire under somebody else, even better.
Well, what do you say we get you in some NXT live event matches and see how far up the ladder you're ready to go?
Sounds good. What do you have for me?
Good to see you. It's been a while. You probably don't remember me.
How could I forget that PLE match I had with Teenage You sitting ringside, talking non-stop trash like you were already on the payroll?
I guess I left an impression.
You did. And speaking of leaving impressions, tell your dad I said hi. I don't know if I'd be here without him. Your dad outworks just about anyone in the business. He showed me that's what it takes to get to the top.
He always says the real hard work comes after you've made it. But I guess that's why you're here in NXT.
Exactly. And I'm ready to do the work now. What do you have for me?
Man, I can't believe I'm here. Back on NXT. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
You earned it. It's about time they recognize how much work you've put in to get back here.
No way I'd have made it back without you. You had every reason to focus on yourself, but you took the time to keep working with me in between matches. And watching you at ringside was invaluable.
We were both out there fighting to prove something. Helping you helped me stay grounded and sharp.
Well, thanks. They've got me tagging with Joel Wheeler now. Might be something there, right?
Definitely. If they're taking time to think about who you might work well with, it means they're taking the time to think about you. Now go make sure they keep doing that.
I will. And don't worry, no matter what happens or who I'm tagging with, I won't forget who brought me up. I got your back.
And I got yours.
Well. Look who showed up in NXT. You're starting to run out of shows to embarrass yourself on.
Still talking like you've got this place on lock, huh? We'll see how long you hold on to that most talked about title you gave yourself.
Yeah, well, just remember, the last time you tried to skip to the front of the line, Bron Breakker put you in your place.
Don't worry. I plan on working my way back and earning every step, no matter who I've got to step over.
It's too bad that I'm focused on my tag run with Ricky Saints. But if you're sticking around for a bit, maybe you'll get a chance to see what Ethan Page is all about.
I already know. You're all ego and no go.
You've been looking really sharp out there lately. Whatever ring rush you had, it's gone. And people are noticing.
Took a minute to settle in, but I can feel it now. Everything is starting to click.
You've been delivering in the ring. And just as important, you've been making this place better. Helping the younger talent, carrying yourself right. A lot of people wouldn't have bothered coming back from Hollywood. But you're here, showing up, putting in the work. That says something.
I'm just grateful for the opportunity to earn my way back to the top.
Well, I've got a few ideas that might speed up the journey, but only if you're ready to take the next step. Ava will be happy to keep booking you in matches until you are. No rush. Let's make sure there isn't another misstep.
I'm absolutely ready. Let's take that next step.
Good. Go home and get some rest. Let's talk tomorrow. I'll lay everything out for you.
Xavier, here to tour the old stomping grounds or to give me a hand packing my bag up for the night? Okay, well, at least you're a more pleasant conversationalist this way. But I'm trying to get home, so...
Sorry? Were you talking? I must have dozed off. There's just something about your whole comeback aura. You're like a human sleeping pill. Boring.
Sorry, Professor Excitement. Not everyone can build a career throwing pancakes and screaming about unicorns.
You really have been gone for a long time. See, I've changed. You got some new music, some new threads, but inside, you're the same old Archetype. The whole humble rebuild thing, the PC, the indie comeback tour, now this, it's like watching a motivational poster turn into a real boy. It's not that you're just bad. It's that you're stale.
You came all the way down here to talk about my sell-by date?
Hardly. I got much more pressing issues to attend to. Kofi and I are here to officially announce that the winners of the Dusty Classic are getting a shot at our WWE Tag Team Championships. Nothing that pertains to you. That tournament's for people on their way up.
Don't worry, I'm not chasing tag gold. I'm after the one that actually matters.
The Archetype in the flesh. You know, when I saw you show up here, I thought to myself, clearly, there must be some mistake. Clearly, you had gotten lost. Clearly, the rental car GPS must have failed. But week after week, you're still here. So clearly, this must be where you belong.
All I heard you say is that you're watching.
Now and then, someone leaves a TV on backstage on one of the real shows. And when they do, and I happen to glance up, I sometimes witness something unexpected. Like a man who got flattened on the biggest stage, dragging himself back to developmental like it's redemption hour.
Is there a point? Because I'm on my way home, and talking to a sweaty blowhard isn't as captivating as you might think.
Oh, I only need a minute. Maybe two. My point is, most would have disappeared quietly after the beating that my client, Bron Breakker, put on you. But not the Archetype. No, you had to go on your little tour of the independent promotions, reminding yourself how it feels to be a big fish in a small pond. You're still swimming in an awfully small pond, aren't you? But I do have to give you credit for doing the honorable thing, giving back on your way out. Because we both know this isn't a comeback. It's a farewell tour with decent lighting.
I hate to break it to you, but you don't get to define my finish line. If I'm walking this road, rest assured, it's because I know where it leads. And it leads to me taking that title off your boy, Bron Breakker.
Ah, the dream is still alive. But first, you've got to make it back to the show. And that's a long way from where you're standing. Lots of people come to Florida to retire. It's about time you accept you're one of them. I won't keep you any longer. You probably need to get home to stream your last film. At least someone will watch it.
We're getting word that a brawl is broken out.
Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano are here, and they're taking it to Hector Flores.
They're not alone. Tommaso Ciampa and Zoe Stark are here too.
Now what?
The Archetype just walked into absolute mayhem.
Look out!
Joel Wheeler just got tossed through that window.
That is going to be a costly repair.
The Archetype and Hector have history together, and it looks like he's coming in to even the score.
What the hell was that? Me and Joel were talking strategy in the parking lot when we got jumped for no reason.
Any idea what that was about, Sean?
Yeah. I caught up with DIY, Candace, Zoe, and they're all here for the same reason. They were sick of waiting for a tag title opportunity, so they decided to try to force their way into the men's and women's Dusty Classic.
Embarrassing. Why try to earn it clean when you can steal from someone else, right? You okay, Hector?
Yeah, thanks to you. Joel didn't get off so easy, though.
He's at a local medical facility. Sounds like he's going to be out for a bit.
Great. So any chance at us getting into the Dusty Classic is totally gone?
Yeah, looks that way. Sorry. You two were gelling and definitely had a shot at one of the last spots.
So what? We get jumped and that's it? That doesn't sit right. There's no other option?
With the Classic right around the corner? Not a lot of talent sitting around looking to link up with a brand new addition to the roster.
Well, maybe next year. If I'm still around.
No. If Joel's out, I'm tagging in.
Seriously?
Yeah. Who else knows you well enough to get ready in time?
I don't hate it. It wasn't a plan I had for you. But if this is the direction you want to go...
I'm not going to abandon Hector. If Ciampa and Gargano end up in the tournament, I'll have some extra motivation. Either way, we need to get up to speed fast if we're going to qualify. Can you and Ava arrange some tag matches?
You got it.
I'm going to break the news to Joel. Not sure if he'll be mad or happy, but better he hears this from me. You just tell me where to be, and I'll be ready.
Let's hope so. We don't have much time.
Before you say anything, I saw what happened out there with the attack, and I want you to know those four crossed a line, and they will be disciplined accordingly. After the Dusty Classic.
Let me guess. DIY are getting into the tournament. That's some punishment. Getting exactly what they wanted.
They're one of the greatest tag teams in NXT history, with 3 prior Dusty Classic appearances. I had to put them in. It's what's best for business.
Yeah? Well, when Hector and I get in, I'll handle their punishment personally.
Let's see how you work as a team. Then we'll talk about getting you in the tournament.
What are you thinking for our first match?
You and Hector have been looking good out there. It's no surprise you had your own wrestling school with how quickly you brought him up to speed.
It sounds like you were about to give me good news.
I am. You've earned your way into a qualifying match for the Dusty Classic. Win, and you and Hector are the last team in.
Then that's what we'll do. Hector's ready, and so am I.
That's what I like to hear. I was afraid you were going to be offended about having to qualify. For what it's worth, it's not about you. I need to know Hector's ready before I give him a shot at the WWE Tag Team Championships.
I think you mean a shot at a shot at a shot.
In any event, you gotta qualify. Do you want me to set up the match, or would you like to talk to Shawn Michaels and get a few more reps in first? There's no do-overs, so tell me if you need more time.
Book it. We're ready. Even if we gotta earn this the hard way.
Great, I'll make it official. Good luck.
Well, look who drew the short straw and has to face me and Ricky Saints in the first round. I'm sure you were looking forward to getting a crack at DIY, but we aren't stepping aside so a relic and his sidekick can settle some scores.
You better hope you're as good in the ring as you are running your mouth.
I've made a name for myself. You just missed it while you were off on some movie set forgetting your lines. But Ricky and I look forward to helping you earn some more mediocre reviews.
Big talk. We'll see how chatty you are with your jaw wired shut.
Solid win. Let's see how you do when the match isn't against someone who's been trying to get under your skin.
You don't think I remember how to show up unless I'm pissed off?
No, but we both know the Dusty Classic means something different for you than it does for Hector. For you, it's a side road. For him, it might be the whole map.
Trust me, I'm all in. If I'm tagging with someone, I'm fighting for both of us. That's the job. I don't take that lightly.
Then keep pushing. Winning this whole thing might be the best way to get both of you what you want.
Bravo. Must be nice having a career-long head start and still getting to play the underdog. Real inspiring.
Keep talking, Paige. Sounds like you need the noise to drown out the loss.
Oh, this loss? It will be a forgotten footnote in my career.
So far, it seems like your entire career is a forgotten footnote.
Yeah? Well, I'll be seeing you again. And I'm gonna get my win back in front of a way bigger audience.
Or you won't. And this will just be an unsatisfying ending to this one-sided rivalry.
Man, I can't sit still. I feel like I've got lightning in my veins.
You sure it's not just the 6 energy drinks you crushed about 10 minutes ago?
Only partially. We're about to get into the ring with DIY, and after what they did to Joel, and what they tried to do to me.
They made it personal. No doubt.
It's more than that. This is it. A shot to finally break through. My whole life, people overlooked me. My own father didn't think I was good enough to represent the El Mago name. I've always been next to the thing that's happening. One more win, and I'm finally not just part of somebody else's story. I'm writing my own.
No one can say you haven't earned that ink.
Thanks. And hey, if we pull this off, who says we stop there? We could take all of WWE by storm. Tag titles, main events. We could be the next big team.
Yeah. Look, let's just keep our eyes on tonight. Gargano and Ciampa are still in the way. Let's show them they picked the wrong targets.
Karen has just won the Dusty Classic and earned a WWE Tag Team Championship opportunity.
They faced teams with skill, experience, attitude, and they rose every single time. So much for DIY's attack slowing them down.
Now they're standing in that ring with Shawn Michaels being awarded the Dusty Cup and a future chance at Tag Team Gold.
Let's not rewrite history. They may both be awarded that trophy, but make no mistake, this was the Archetypes tournament.
DIY started this, and we just finished it.
Revenge and a tournament win? Few better reasons to celebrate. That was a heck of a sacrifice you made. You didn't just step in, you stepped off your own path to do it. I could have blown up in your face. But instead, you elevated both of you.
I was happy to do it.
Well, that's a lot easier for you to say when you're standing next to the trophy.
True.
Main roster. After all this time, I finally did it.
I think you mean we did it. Together. You made quite the team, Hector. And I'm proud to be able to share this with you.
No one wins a tournament like this alone. And it'll take both of you to take the titles off a team like the New Day.
We'll be ready.
The Hector type will not be defeated.
Don't ruin the moment, Hector. Seriously, you're not the idea man. You're more the cheer from the corner when I hit my finish kind of guy.
Okay.
Sounds like you got some things to talk about. I'll leave you to it. Aldous wants you on SmackDown ASAP, so I'll figure out the quickest way to get the two of you.
Sounds like a road trip. It'll give us a chance to talk strategy, maybe come up with some new music, matching gear.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. You're not a bad guy, Hector, but when I pictured myself returning to the main roster, I wasn't hitchhiking there with a trophy and a tag-along. I'm going to SmackDown, but it's not for some warm and fuzzy tag run. It's to get myself that much closer to Bron Breakker.
Wait, what?
I'm going to SmackDown. You are staying here.
After I put the PC on hold to take you out on the Indies, this is how you treat me? Walking away and leaving me with nothing?
You know what? You're right, Hector. We've been through a lot. You can keep the Dusty Trophy. I'm going after real hardware.
be all right, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning team in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, the Archetype, and Hector...
Gonna stop you right there, Saxton. I dropped that dead weight. But lucky for all of you, the main attraction has arrived. You guys pay the electric bill, Saxton? Anyway, I'm not talking about Hector ever again. He's the past. And what I want to talk about is the future. Me beating Bron Breakker for the... What the...
We're here. You've damned yourself, turning your back on the light. Now, the darkness is coming.
We're gonna wrap things up.
You wanted to talk?
No, I want answers. What are you going to do about the Wyatt Six?
What do you expect me to do? Use my special Wyatt 6 hotline to give Uncle Howdy a jingle and ask him to take it easy on the Archetype?
I expect you to do your job. Your top act just got ambushed at a press conference.
My top act? Is that what you think you are? You just got here. And before that, all you did was take advantage of Shawn Michaels' respect for who you used to be. Then you dumped the partner who brought you back to the dance.
Fine. So how about you trade me to Raw? The only reason I returned to this cesspool of a company was to get my WWE Championship back from Bron Breakker. And I can't do that here.
I'm afraid running away is not an option.
Then put me in some matches and I'll show the entire world I don't run away from anything. Including some cheap scare tactics from the Wyatts.
Just think, in a different timeline, you and me are talking trash to each other about our upcoming tag team championship match.
I'm living in this timeline.
Presenting first, the challengers. The winners of the Dusty Classic, the Archetype and Funky Flores. And their opponents, the greatest tag team of all time, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE.
You should be counting your blessings that I dropped Hector.
I bet Hector's counting his blessings now that the Wyatt Six are after you.
Come on, you don't believe in all that smoke and mirrors.
Looked like you believed at the press conference. You left the business to become a big movie star, only to throw it all away because your ego demanded a comeback the Wyatts are about to bury 6 feet deep.
I'm not afraid of the Wyatt Six.
Not yet. See you around, if the Wyatts don't see you first.
The Wyatt Six have been interfering in every one of my matches. This is an unsafe work environment.
Then maybe you shouldn't have turned away the one person who had your back.
I had my reasons.
And the Wyatt Six have their reasons for what they're doing to you.
I didn't do a single thing to them.
Well, you've done plenty. You wore the mask of the Archetype right up until you arrived at my show. What did you expect to happen when you revealed who you really are? If there is one thing the Wyatt Six cannot tolerate, it's a hypocrite. You brought this on yourself.
You want to blame the victim? Fine. If you are incapable of taking care of the Wyatt Six, I'll do it myself. Do you need something, Truth?
A sandwich. Do you have any sandwiches?
Why would I have sandwiches?
You could be on your way to a picnic. Unless... Are you a ghost? Because if you are, legally you have to tell me.
Do I look like a ghost?
I don't know. I never seen one. That's why I had to ask. But you're getting messed with by the Wyatt Six, so I don't know what kind of supernatural stuff you've got going on.
The Wyatt Six have not turned me into a ghost.
That's good. Being a ghost would be hard. You wouldn't be able to pick up your sandwiches. That's probably why ghosts never have picnics. What were we talking about again?
The Wyatt Six.
Why would you bring them up? Now I'm going to have nightmares. One time, I sat in the chair that Uncle Howdy was eyeing, and that night, a strange man was standing in my bathroom. It was just my reflection in the mirror. But still, I learned my lesson. You don't mess with the Wyatts.
Well, they messed with me, and they have no idea who they're dealing with.
No, dog. They know exactly who they're dealing with. You think this is just mind games? They're trying to balance something. When you dissed your partner after that Dusty Classic, you awakened some dark stuff.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid.
That's cool, but you will be. Can you go stand somewhere not next to me for a little while?
Tongaloa has his work cut out for him tonight with a bizarre Joe Gacy.
I do not see how someone starts following Uncle Howdy when you end up looking like, oh!
The Archetype from behind! What a cowardly attack!
Cowardly? Have you seen the way the Wyatt Six have been harassing this man? Gacy and the rest of these freaks deserve everything he gives them.
Uncle Howdy! I'd say we can call you the Wyatt Five now, but I lost count of all you weirdos years ago. However many of you are left, Joe Gacy isn't one of them. If he wasn't knocked out cold right now, he'd tell you that I'm not afraid of your smoke, or your mirrors, or your dumb Halloween masks. You freaks are just rungs on my ladder back to the top. I don't know if you picked my name out of your stupid hat, Howdy, but that was the biggest mistake you've ever made. Next week, SmackDown, you and me. Let's finish this. I am not running from you. You should be running from me.
The passion of the Archetype is at hand. Or maybe it's a crucible. What do you think?
I think I'm surprised you and the rest of your sideshow showed your faces before I expose you in front of all your fireflies tonight.
Exposed. What we see in others is what lives within ourselves. You're lured away by the siren song of Hollywood fame. But pride comes before the fall. When you fail, the truth stares back at you in the mirror.
I'm not one of your pet psychos. You can't get in my head.
You don't see it, do you? We're already there, playing with all the broken pieces.
I have a surprise for you. The only thing breaking tonight is you.
That would be a surprise, but not as big as the one coming your way. Your fate is already sealed. Soon, you'll see.
Daphne LaShawn with the count. What the?
What's going on here?
Where is Uncle Howdy?
And who is that freak referee?
It's like the Archetype is looking into a carnival mirror of himself.
That's Hector Flores. That's the Archetype's former partner.
Look out!
Sister Abigail.
Not again.
Daphne's back. What is happening?
Uncle Howdy with the most bizarre victory I've ever seen.
Was that even official?
I don't think that this is the last the Archetype has seen of his former ally and Uncle Howdy's newest follower.
The weak, the weary, the abandoned, and the betrayed. It was you, Archetype. It was you who delivered our new brother to us. Tonight, Hector Flores has been reborn. Because now he wears a new mask. The mask of a beautiful black butterfly, spreading his wings, letting his shadow fall over you. You wanted the dark. It wanted you too. Welcome home.
Did you know? Did you know?
That your former partner joined up with the Wyatt Six? Absolutely not. But I'm not surprised either.
What's that supposed to mean?
You took a kid who worshipped you to the precipice of the best moment of his career, only to cast him aside with barely a word? You had to know he'd go looking for another mentor.
Hector Flores was a parasite, stealing glory while I did all the work. He wasn't worth my time. But now, he and the Wyatts are costing me matches, and I want you to do something about it!
I made the match you wanted, and you lost. What else would you have me do?
Finally pull the trigger on trading me to Raw.
Other than that, if you want an excuse to run away from Hector and the Wyatts for a shot at Bron Breakker, you can try qualifying for the Rumble, like everyone else.
How am I supposed to qualify for the Rumble when I can't get through a match without the Carnival coming to town?
That sounds like a you problem. And as the GM of SmackDown, I have a long enough list of me problems already.
Okay, try this on. The hell with you. The hell with the Rumble, and the hell with the Wyatt Six. I'm going back to my wrestling school. If they want to take a shot at me, let's see how they do without all the WWE special effects.
Well, that just solved one of my me problems. Best of luck.
What are you doing here, Heyman?
So aggressive. You know why I'm here. Business. WWE Championship business. The kind of business you used to be in a long, long time ago.
That's the only business I'm in.
It looks to me like you're playing an entirely different game. Something with ghosts and ghouls and goblins. Are you really going to take a walk right before the Royal Rumble?
Don't you worry. Bron will get his sooner or later. The Wyatts and Hector are just a speed bump.
A speed bump or an exit ramp? Because I just heard the Archetype is tucking his tail between his legs and running away from his problems. Deja vu all over again.
I'm not running away from anything. This is just a strategic withdrawal.
I was wrong about you all those years ago. You never had it in you to be a Paul Heyman guy because you don't have the balls.
Tell me that after the next time I face Bron. Hector?
I knew you'd come here. You have to think you're in control.
I am. Take that ridiculous thing off your face.
This is the face that you gave me.
I am not the villain here. I helped you when you were nobody, when you were nothing. I gave you a hand up, and this is how you repay me?
It was my hand that steered you away from their corporate cocoon. I showed you how to spread your wings. We chased glory together. I stood with you under the bright lights. You pushed me into the dark.
So you got sad and ran away to join a cult? You're weak. That's why I dumped you. Weak and stupid. Did you really think you could come into my house and threaten me?
Your house? This is not your house.
Adam? How did you get here?
Through the door? What is with you?
Did you see any of that?
All I see is a guy standing by himself in a wrestling school without any students. What happened to you?
It's the Wyatts and Hector. They're coming after me, and they...
Stop. just stop. This isn't about the Wyatt Six. It's not about Hector. This is about you. Something happened to you after the Dusty Classic. Was it being on a team instead of getting all the recognition? Was it having to start over in NXT? What happened?
It was the match with Bron. That match? That humiliation? I can't get it out of my head. It eats, and it eats, and it eats me alive. All I see when I close my eyes is Heyman and Bron looking down at me. So I went down into the dark, just like Uncle Howdy said. Now it's too late to get out.
It's not. It never is. But you have to make the choice right here and right now. A choice about the legacy you want to leave in this business and in this world. And this could be the last chance. You have to decide what kind of person you are.
I know exactly who I am. Oh. That's right. Go back to WWE. Tell Heyman, tell Bron, you tell them all! I'm coming for them!
Before you say a word, I have a limited amount of time and an even more limited amount of patience for you. If it were up to me, you'd already be suspended.
Well, it looks like you've been overruled, because I'm still here taking up your precious time.
Yes. Time I should be using to welcome the man who actually won the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. A superstar who clawed his way back with grit, not temper tantrums. That's where my energy's going. Not into cleaning up after whatever meltdown you've got brewing this week.
Got it. I'll save the chaos for after the Cody Rhodes celebration.
Look, for some unfathomable reason, Hunter and the board feel like despite the fact that you attacked a general manager, that I'm supposed to give you another chance. So this is your chance. Keep the chaos off my show, and maybe you make it to WrestleMania without burning this bridge down too.
Oh, I'll be at WrestleMania, in the main event, taking the title off Bron Breakker.
Well, between us, I've got it on very good authority that Cody Rhodes is announcing he's facing Bron at WrestleMania. So I'd suggest tempering your delusions.
I'd suggest you remember what I do to GMs who get in my way.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So I will say this, and then you will leave my office. You are opening SmackDown in a match against LA Knight. Be good, follow the rules, and keep the chaos off my show.
Sir, yes, sir.
What the hell was that DQ out there? I didn't want to give you a second chance. I was told to. And you just made the entire board look like fools for pushing me into it.
You told me to be a good soldier. You should have realized. I'm a general.
And yet here you are, causing chaos instead of leading anything. You think there won't be consequences? That you're above the system? You're not. You're in it. And now you're mine to deal with.
Then deal with me. Just don't be surprised when the system breaks trying to hold me down.
You're not as invincible as you think. Cody Rhodes didn't need to break the rules or burn bridges. He earned his WrestleMania shot the right way. That's why he'll be out there in the spotlight. And you're in here making excuses.
Well, well. The great comeback continues, I'll admit. I thought maybe you'd finally found that missing gear, that killer instinct that turns contenders into champions.
Funny. I was thinking the same thing about you. Thought you finally learned not to underestimate me.
I don't underestimate you. I understand you. You run hot. You talk big. You make noise. But when it matters most, you crumble. Like a forgotten statue years past its relevancy. That's why you're watching your shot vanish into thin air while Cody Rhodes has the chance to write his own ending at WrestleMania.
You almost sound like you're rooting for him.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to lose at WrestleMania to my client, Bron Breakker. But he'll do it under the lights, in the main event, with the world chanting his name and singing his song. And you will be back here, still trying to figure out how the story moved on without you.
I don't need a spotlight to shine, Paul. I'm the damn fire. And this fire will keep burning until I get my shot against Bron.
Sure, face it. While you act out and spiral, the window on your comeback is slamming shut. Late means last, Archetype. And in this business, last means left behind. Hey, have fun watching Bron and Cody at WrestleMania.
And now the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, with what we suspect will be an announcement about WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the winner of the Royal Rumble and the man who will main event WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown for the first time since punching his ticket to WrestleMania.
Cody is really milking his intro, isn't he?
More than usual.
I don't like the looks of this.
Looks like we had our own Rumble, didn't we, Cody? It doesn't look like we've got a Royal Rumble winner after all. That complicates WrestleMania, doesn't it?
That's enough! You are going to face severe consequences.
Oh, what's that, Cody? I should be the next challenger for Bron Breakker? You want me to take your spot?
Cody's got some fight left in him.
I'm afraid you mean hot.
Make the match of this.
You will never get a shot at WrestleMania. You are suspended.
We need medical attention back there immediately. That crossed a major line.
Something tells me the Archetype isn't finished crossing lines.
Our thoughts are with Cody Rhodes.
I don't even know where to start. It wasn't enough to attack me? Someone who stood by you? Someone who came to you as a friend? And now Cody? I once thought you were walking a hard road back, but you're just burning the whole trail behind you.
Hey, at least I'm not forgettable. Not everyone is content to put on a suit, coast into irrelevance, and claim it's a legacy.
You really think you're better this way, don't you? You're not evolving. You're eroding. And you're too far gone to notice the difference.
Whatever version of me gets Bron Breakker at WrestleMania.
Check your phone, idiot. Aldis already made the call. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Winner gets Bron. That's the WrestleMania main event, not you.
No, I'm not letting that happen. I clawed my way back, bled for this place, and now I get to watch from the sidelines while they hand out my WrestleMania spot like a party favor? Not happening.
How are you going to manage that? You're not even allowed in the building. Go home and take a hard look in the mirror.
Oh, hey. I don't think we're supposed to be talking since you're suspended. Unless we're just hanging out. In public where it's safe.
Relax, Troy. I'm not going to kick your ass in an airport. Unless you give me a reason to.
That is wonderfully reassuring.
I need a WWE producer I can trust to keep his mouth shut. You're going to help me.
Fantastic. I love helping. People always say, if you need anything, ask Troy. He can make it happen.
Good. I just need to know the whereabouts of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. At all times. When they're coming, when they're going, when they're vulnerable.
Oh, just that, huh? Yeah. I think that's a very interesting request, and I will consider it.
And I'm reconsidering my stance on airport beatings.
Consider it done. That's what I was gonna say. I suppose you want to get started on this as soon as possible.
Let's start with Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is looking totally locked in for his match later tonight in what is now a warm-up for the triple threat.
First Cody, now KO?
That man's not even supposed to be here.
There you are.
Please, no. I didn't know you were asking me to be a part of a crime spree. When I saw KO on that stretcher, my life and career flashed before my eyes.
Calm down, Troy. Kevin Owens is going to be fine. Eventually. Maybe. Who knows? But you're already in this now.
No. I just pointed you in a direction. Under duress. Let's not forget the under duress part. I was very under a lot of duress.
You were an accomplice. You're already on the ride. You think if anyone finds out you helped me, they'll believe you were innocent?
Yes! If there's one thing people know me for, it's my integrity and... Okay, yeah, you're right. What else do you need me to do?
Good boy. I need you to tell me where I might find Seth Rollins.
You might find him any number of places. Spending time with Becky and the kid, at the dentist, or maybe at NXT next week.
You're turning into a regular right-hand man, Troy.
There's an added buzz in the air with Seth Rollins returning home to NXT.
The Archetype with another attack.
This man is crossing lines that haven't even been drawn yet.
You really don't know how to stay gone, do you?
This your way of telling me you miss me?
Seth Rollins was supposed to be a special guest referee here tonight to determine the championship match at Stand and Deliver.
And now Seth can't stand or deliver.
I should have known. The first time you stepped into NXT that this upright citizen, I'll do anything for the team nonsense, was all an act. But at least now the whole world knows the truth. That the Archetype's legacy isn't redemption, it's wreckage.
Careful, Ava. You're one crossed line from being part of the wreckage, too.
You made your mess on SmackDown. Don't drag it down here. I don't want to see you near my show ever again.
Relax. The last man standing between me and Bron Breakker doesn't go here.
Randy Orton appears unfazed by the speculation that he's next on the Archetype's hit list.
That hit list just struck. The suspension isn't cutting it. This man should be arrested.
This man is suspended, but somehow has been allowed to speak here on Saturday night's main event.
If you bought a ticket to see a triple threat match here tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that the card is subject to change. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton were standing between me and my destiny. The main event at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis tried to keep me out of this ring, but he doesn't control me. And now that everyone is out of my way, I'm going after Bron Breakker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel to the most explosive, athletically gifted force of this generation, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion, Bron Breakker. But tonight, I'm here because of you. You take out the competition, stand here, and call it destiny? This isn't destiny. This is desperation. Your last pathetic play. Because you know the only way you could ever be worthy of standing across from my client Bron Breakker is if you were the last man left.
I just have one question. Does he know?
Does he know what?
Does your precious, coddled, oh so special WWE champion know how hard you've been trying to keep me away from him?
What are you talking about?
You know, I kept asking myself why a group of WWE superstars took an NXT detour for a shot at the tag titles. Why'd they pick that exact moment to play parking lot hit squad? Eventually, the light bulb flicked on. It was you, Paul. You wanted me distracted. Funny how Hector ended up with the Wyatt Six after I left him behind. They didn't target him at random. Someone pointed them in the direction of a lost soul. Someone who knew exactly what kind of chaos that would unleash. Someone who wanted me trapped in that nightmare while the Royal Rumble came and went. Someone like you.
That is quite the conspiracy theory you've laid out. There's only one problem. It's all completely true. Every twist, every loss, every betrayal, every blindside, every roadblock, that was Paul Heyman. Finding yourself stuck toiling away on SmackDown, far from the WWE champion. That was Paul Heyman. You turned your back on me, so I turned you into my tool. You took out KO, Rollins, Orton, and now my client, Bron Breakker, gets a WrestleMania opponent handpicked by me.
The WWE champion has heard enough.
Bron Breakker is here to get some answers from Paul Heyman.
Ron, there's no need for you to involve yourself.
Is what I'm hearing true?
Yes, but it was strategic. It was all part of
Lied? You manipulated? You made this all about you.
Ron, let's go hash this out over steaks.
No, I don't care about your personal vendettas, and I don't care about WWE suspensions. I'm gonna do what you couldn't and shut this man up by beating him again. This time at WrestleMania.
Bron Breakker has made the call himself. We have a WrestleMania main event.
The man we once called the Archetype gets the shot he's been waiting a year for.
Will this be the ultimate finish to his comeback story, or will he fall flat on his face again?
We won't have to wait long to find out.
Wow. So Heyman actually let you off the leash?
This coming from the guy he's had dancing on a string all year.
Yeah? Well, as much as he didn't want this, he led me straight to you.
You've taken a long walk just to get the same result. But after burning all those bridges, Aldis, Pierce, Hector, I guess I can't blame you for being jealous that I've still got someone in my corner. And what did all this get you? Another shot at the guy who already sent you packing.
Sent me packing? You left me breathing. That was your mistake.
Yeah. So you could whine all year about how I broke you. That's the difference between me and you. I win and move on. You lose and make it a lifestyle.
Better than coasting off your daddy's name and Heyman's brain. You've been playing champ while he holds the map. You tried to break me once. This time, I'm the one doing the breaking. And I'm not stopping at the bell.
We've all seen the sad comeback tour. You waste away in the PC. Go earn some worthless title on the indies. Convince yourself there's something honorable in chasing a trophy in NXT. Then go tell some campfire ghost stories with the Wyatts. While you spent a year embarrassing yourself, I was defending my title over and over and over again.
Just because you walked in here on your own doesn't mean you're still not hiding behind Heyman's shield. picking your opponents, your matches.
I can beat any opponent in any match.
How about I name the terms then? Do you want to go run and ask Mr. Heyman if that's okay?
Heyman is an advisor outside of the ring. Inside the ring, it's all me. I don't care what kind of match it is. It ends the same way our last meeting ended. Me as champion and everyone telling you it's time to retire. Name your terms.
Last man standing. No pinfalls, no flukes, just you, too broken to get up.
I kept you down for 365 days. 10 seconds won't be a problem.
Well, you got your match. Bron Breakker, WrestleMania. And all it cost you was your soul, and Hector's, and any shred of respect I had for you. We were friends, and you attacked me. Why? For getting in your way? For trying to remind you of who you were? You know, all those years you were off making movies and chasing that dream, I kept my word that whenever you wanted to come back, I'd get you back in. And I did. And I wish I hadn't. I sure hope it was worth it.
It will be when I win.
Will it? You know, in life you don't get do-overs. But if you could, if you had a chance to go back and change just one decision, one moment that sent you off course, you're telling me you wouldn't?
What's the point in rehashing this? I made my choices. You said yourself there's no do-overs. So there's no point in wasting time worrying about it.
Maybe I just want to know if whatever's left of the person I used to respect still exists in there somewhere. Look, anything can happen out there tonight. Last man standing? One of you was walking out, but that won't be the only thing they remember. Your legacy is about not only where you ended up, but how you got there.
Just like everyone else, it sounds like you can't wait to watch.
I never said who I was pulling for.
Here to wish me luck, Aldous?
We both know luck hasn't gotten you this far. If it were up to me, you'd still be suspended. Actually, let's be honest, you'd be fired.
Starting to sound like you're rooting against me, Nick.
As a general manager, I'm required to remain impartial. But as a man, I would very much enjoy watching Bron Breakker drop you on your smug, condescending face.
You're welcome for the ratings. Now do your job and stay out of the way while I steal the show.
Funny thing about comebacks, everyone watches the start. Everybody watches the end. But a lot of people miss the middle.
You're not gonna give me some nonsense about how getting there is half the fun, are you?
No, just saying it was a long road to get here. But here we are. Main event. WrestleMania.
Jealous?
You're going up against Paul Heyman. I know what it's like to have him in your corner, and I know what it's like to be across from his golden child. Nobody is better at elevating a wrestler's strengths and hiding their weaknesses than Paul Heyman.
Must be nice.
Oh, it is, trust me. I know as well as anyone what he brings, the good and the bad. You've got to wonder what would have changed if you had said yes to him. Between you and me, if you could go back...
No, never. There's a reason I turned him down then. That hasn't changed. I don't need someone scripting my path for me.
No, not now anyway. But maybe someday. Anyway, good luck out there.
The following contest is a last man standing match and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
From contender to outcast and back, his winding road is led here.
I said it before, I don't like how the Archetype got here. He skipped the line, caused chaos, forced the rematch.
But he did get here, Booker. That's the point. He made people listen. Now he's got a last man standing match that he wanted on the biggest stage of them all.
There's a difference between getting here and belonging here. Tonight, we find out which one it is.
After a year of waiting, we finally see who is the last man standing. The champion is here, and so is the mastermind behind him.
Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman have spent the last year with an absolute stranglehold on the entire WWE roster.
Yeah, but he's let himself get talked into a last-second, last-man-standing match. I can't see how this was part of the game plan for WrestleMania.
Breakker hopes to leave WrestleMania the same way he did last year, with the WWE Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 228 pounds, Gary Free! And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Bron
The unification of the World Championship and WWE Championship in 2002 brought us the undisputed title.
The one title to rule them all. The moment that Paul Heyman feared the most just happened on the grandest stage of them all.
Nonetheless, we have a new, undisputed WWE Champion.
I don't agree with how he got here, and these fans don't either.
Any criticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Bron Breakker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up.
Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
Please, listen to me.
Get up. Let's do this.
Yes.
After everything the Archetype has been through, how can he forget all that and side with Heyman?
He's not forgetting. Those are the reasons he's doing it.
Like it or not, the Archetype and Paul Heyman now sit at the top of WWE.
For Booker T, Wade Barrett, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.